Hello everyone, welcome for this new tutorial. So today we'll have a look on Blender 5.0 new feature. So it's a scatter feature. So this is Blender 5.0. You can go to blender.org and see the experimental section to download it. And here we'll have a look on how to make this little scene. So for this little scene, you will have to download this here. So let's go there into plant library. So it's free. You just have to download it. It's just easy. You go to Gumroad. You name a fair price. If you want to add some money, just help them. And you just tell, I want this with your account, and it will be okay to download that. When you download that and extract the files inside, you will just add the folder into there. So you will go to preferences, you will go to file path here, and you will go to asset libraries. Then after you will just make a plus like this, it will ask you to go to where folder, what folder you want to add. So here it's the plant library in my case, and I add the asset library like that. Okay, so very simple. And after you will have this available here. And something else that you will have to do here is to go to the preferences as well and enable here into the extensions. You will need to enable the ANT landscape. So you just have to search for lands like this into the extension section here, and you just have to install ANT landscape. Then you will be okay to start this project. Okay, so let's have a look together how to make this. And oh yeah, something else that I want to show you is important. If you want to not lose your mind here, you just go to System, just select the right here compute thing that you have here. In my case, this, but just use Vulkan. It's very important. You will have better performance. Blender will ask you to restart Blender, and that's it. After it's finished, and we are ready to go. So with the settings enabled, let's go and create a new general file here. I will go just here with a simple screencast keys just to give you here the shortcuts that I will use during this tutorial. I will just delete this and I will just add a simple landscape here. Okay, so this landscape, I will just use maybe a multifractal like that. And after I will just scale this down with the height. Okay, so something like this, maybe 0.1 might be good. Okay, just to have a kind of surface to work with that is not totally flat. And then here I will just remove the fall off like this. I will have this kind of setup, and I will increase that to 256, I guess. Maybe 120 and 28 will be okay for this one. Okay, so we are good to go. And then after we'll go on top view, orthographic view, okay, with 5 and 7, go inside edit mode and make a U project from view bounds. It will give us some UV to work with. So these UVs are really important. Now I will manage here to have a nice render settings. So I will go into cycles with GPU compute. I will enable the denoise here, go to something like 100. It's enough to work with. And for the rest, I don't touch. Maybe I will just put 512 for this one. It will be enough for this. And let's create here just a simple light setup. So just go there into the world properties here and select here the sky texture, and then you will can go to the render here and try to have a good look somewhere here, let's say. Okay, good. So we'll manage the sun size maybe a little later. We'll go with 0.7 and 0.7, or maybe even 0.5 for this one here. Like this, it will not be too strong. We will manage the sun elevation at 7, and then we will come back after maybe to manage the rotation of it, to have something that is almost in front of us. First of all, let's manage a little bit the camera. And for this, we'll add a camera and we'll manage the framing. So let's add a camera setup here. And I will try to find a good view, say something like this. I like this line, it reminds me a little like the sea, and I want to keep it a little bit. And let's make Control Alt 0 there. Then like this, we place the camera into our view. Now into the view tab here, you just enable camera to view. You will go into camera options here and just choose focal length or 33. Like this, it will be a little more opened. And now you can see that with Control middle click, you can zoom in and go here, just near the frame. Somewhere here will be good, okay? So like this, you can remove the camera to view and we can just keep that. Now let's go into the asset browser, okay? And we will use here the plant library, asset library here. So you have several things that you can manage. It's free, it's easy to use. You will see it's really nice to have this to experiment a little. So here, let's go to the material section, and here you can see that we have different kind of setups here. First of all, I would like to increase the size of my landscape here. So you can see that here by default it's 2 meters. So for a landscape it's a little strange. So I would like at least 200 meters, and I would like to scale it with the camera as well. So let's go with the 3D cursor as a reference pivot point here to make this scale, and let's select everything and make as 100. Like this, we'll have this that will be 200 meters. And let's make Control A to apply the scale and to give a scale at 1. So now let's just click and drag this ground like this, and we will have this kind of ground setup just to have a covering before to make the landscape itself and the scatter of the objects that we want to scatter. Just as an example and to show you how it works basically. So let's select maybe just a simple grass like that, maybe something like grass clump here. Okay, so let's select this object and click and drag this into the 3D space here. So let's go there and create a modifier, and you can see two new modifiers here. I did show you how this array modifier works. We did create a plant last time, so I really recommend you to check on my channel this. But here, let's go to scatter on surface. And here we can see that now we can scatter objects. And if I select this object grass clump here, you can see that now if I make Alt A, I can see some grass that starts to appear. So in the transform section, I can increase the scale. Maybe I will go to 8 just to have, oh, 8, it's a little too much here. So let's go to something like 5 like this. Okay, and here we can start the clamp, start to work, okay? So we have some different options that we can manage for the surface offset. If you want to move it up or down here, for example, you have some randomized options here, and you have some density here. So let's say some density, if I want to put 0.5, I will have less. And if I want to add some mask into it, I will add some mask just like this, very easy. So here, if you use the randomize option, you can randomize the scale here. If you keep it as uniform like this, they will keep the same axis here, the same axis size, okay, and it will be related to the scale that I put here. So now I have little or big ones. Very easy to manage this. I can manage some offset as well here, or some rotation if I want to increase kind of randomize things here. So you can just put 316 to the z-axis like this, they will not look exactly the same, okay? So this is a first step to manage this, but you have the possibility to manage your landscape a little more with more objects. Here you can see you can choose only one object, but there is an option for a collection. So let's create a collection. Let's create a new collection, and this collection will be grass like that, okay? Very simple. So let's go there and enable that, and let's call this grass as well. Let's click and drag this grass clump here inside the grass, just like this, okay? So now if I just select the collection tab here and select the grass collection, I will have the grass like that. Okay, good. But let's say I would like to add maybe this grass wild, maybe not that one, but maybe something like another one. Okay, so I will put another one here inside the grass, just like that. And I will put this one as well. And just as an example, I will put this forest clover like this. Like this, you will see more what I talk about. So what you can see is that every plant have some clover inside, and this is not what I want. I would like to have one clover here, one grass here, and to can make a mix of that, okay? So what is important here is to come back to your landscape, make Alt-A here, and what you can do to avoid this problem, of seeing the grass like that in yellow or everything, what you can do, you can just remove this. And like this, you can still select your objects here. So you can have the access here without being disturbed into your 3D view, just like that. So here what we have is the possibility to use the pick instance. And now you will see some clover here, some grass there. And if I add another like this clover over there into the grass, so you have to select the right one here into the grass like this. So you can see that I can add different kind of grass and things like that over there, okay? So not that complicated, really simple, works pretty well. You can add some randomized things. Maybe I will like a trend line thing like that, just to have some little randomizations, maybe here with some flowers here and there. And like this, you will have really the possibility to manage your grass very simply. Okay, so it's really a powerful feature. I really recommend you to use that like this. So now what is good with that is that you can add different settings here. So let's come back to our landscape, maybe increase a little bit the density at 0.7 just to add more. And let's hide that one for the moment, okay? What you can do now is add a modifier, generate scatter on surface here, another one, and let's call it maybe flowers. So we have the flowers here. I will create a new collection as well, and this collection will be, guess what, flowers too. So now I will have the possibility to add the collection here, select the pick instance as well, and select the collection flowers like this. Okay, so now there is nothing inside, but we have the possibility to select some flowers. So let's go into that and select maybe that one here, and maybe that one there. So for now, we can start to see a little bit how it will look. Okay, so let's come back to our landscape, increase, maybe decrease the density. We don't want that much, maybe 0.5 for this will be enough. Okay, and into the transform section, we can go to something like 7. Okay, we have a lot of flowers here. So maybe the density is too much, 0.3. And we can select the randomize as well, okay? So let's say, for example, I would like to use a scale, a randomized scale at 0.5. Like this, they will not look exactly the same everywhere. So let's say I would like to have some flowers in some areas and some others, and not into other areas. So I can paint that if I want. Here you have the masking option that lets you manage a UV map, okay? So I will just create a new image, and this image will be my flower mask. And it will be in black, just like this. Like this, I can paint directly where I want it to be. So here, it's a flower mask here. So let's go to texture paint for that. I will go into camera view like this, and I don't want to paint in that layer here, mode material. I want to paint a single image, and this image is the flower mask, just like this. Okay. So now I can paint directly with control click. I have the white, and with click I have the black. So I can just click where I want my flowers to be. Just remove that like this. So as you can see, it's very easy. Here we can see the result directly by going there, or maybe just go directly into rendered mode directly here. It will be easier and quicker. So I wait a little bit until it comes. Yeah, okay, we have this. So yeah, with this it will be quicker. So now you can see that if I make a control click just like this, I will add some flowers here and there. So very easily I can paint where I want some flowers. So it's a very cool feature and works very well. As you can see, so now I did add some flowers a little bit here and there, but here, for example, I didn't want, so I can remove that. And if I just click with not the control click, I can remove some if I need to, okay? So very easily I can add it like that. If I want to come back here, I can see really what I am doing, and I paint like this here. Okay, I can paint on top view, for example, here if I want to as well. Okay, so like this, I can add more maybe in that area, for example. So let's say I did randomize that and I'm happy with this. Okay, and let's say I would like now to come with another layer. So let's come back to here our layout, or basic layout here. You can see that now I can enable the grass and I can enable the flowers. Okay, I can come back to the flowers, and if I want here, I can just use a different seed. Like this, they will not cross each other. Okay, like that, I'm happy with it. So let's continue the process here, and let's go with another collection and another modifier here. So let's add the generate scatter on surface. Okay, let's call it this time here, we will have some rocks maybe. Okay, perfect. And let's make the same here, add another new collection here, and let's add some rocks. So we have rocks here, and maybe I will just take the rock plane over there, the rock plane 2, the rock plane 1. So big rocks, not the little ones, just the big ones here, okay? So I have my rock plane rocks here, and I can come back to my landscape and manage the rocks. So here I can select the collection. I can remove some density, something like 0.1 for start, even less I guess, but let's see what we have. And here we can select the rocks. Okay, so by default we see nothing. We will pick instance, and we will go to transform and go with something like 20 or something like that. I want big rocks here with some randomizations of the scale like 0.8 or something like that. Okay, and I will definitely remove some with 0.01. Something like this will be enough. Okay, so now I can start to have something interesting. I would like to make some randomization on the z-axis here with 360 degrees. Like this, they will not look exactly the same. And I would like to make a little offset here, the surface offset, to push them on inside the ground. Just a bit, just like that. Okay? Like this, they will look a little more integrated into the surface. So now I have my rocks and I'm happy with that. And let's add some trees as well. So let's create a collection, and this collection will be trees, and we have some bushes here. Another collection of plants that is free and that is very good as well is the max tree that you can check on internet as well. You go to max tree and they have a really nice objects as well. I really recommend you to check that. So it's free. You cannot use it for commercial purpose, but it's very good. Very nice collection. So here, let's go for just simple bushes, like there's conifer bush like that. So let's click and drag this into that collection. Just simple, just like this, like this, like this. Maybe I will add 1 or 2 of bush. Maybe there's 2 here. Okay, good. And again, I would like to come back here now and add a modifier. This modifier here will be, guess what? Scatter on surface again. And before continue that, what you have to understand, and this is really important, it's that when you want to use different kind of setups here, you have to not check the realize instance. If you do that, you will really have a different behavior for the rest. So here, if I enable this, I will not do it because it will be a mess. But if I realize instance here, let's make this. Yeah, it's possible that Blender will crash because of that. And that's why I wanted to show you that. So let's wait a little and see how it looks. Okay, it was okay in that one, so I will just remove this one and I will show you why you have to not do that, just into a simple other collection after. Just remember that in that case, don't click on this realize instance there. And here I will just go here with trees. Good. So let's just select a collection, just use the pick instance, and just use the collection trees. So we should have a lot of trees here, so it will be far too much, so I will maybe put 0.01 or something like that. Okay, good. And here we will use here the transform at 20, maybe, let's say. Oh no, it's too much. Maybe 8. 8. Oh yeah, we have nice forest tree now. And what we would like to do, it's maybe not 8, maybe just 7. We will see after, because we will randomize this with the scale here at 0.8 or something like that. And randomize the rotation as well for 360 degrees. So now, if I'm here, I can just manage the density. It will be 0.005, something like this. Yeah, 0.002 is good. And I don't want them to be aligned with the surface of the ground. So what I can do here is just remove this option over there, align rotation. Like this, they will be there. Okay, perfect. So what you can do as well, if you want, you can just add more trees or less trees. You can select some other maybe seeds to have different kind of seed for the distribution, for example, if you want different kind of distributions. But here it was good in my opinion. I like this one, so I'm happy with it, so I keep it. So now what is good is that you can separate the things. You can come back to the grass, maybe increase the density of it, like 1.2 or something like that, to have more grass. Maybe 1.5 would be good. Okay, and increase a little the size or decrease a little the size of the grass, like 6, for example. Okay, to have something like that, and maybe increase a little more. Good. And like this, as you can see, you have a nice render that will go here. What you can do as well is manage a little the rotation of the here of the world. So let's go there to manage a rotation like that and see a little what we will have if we do this here. Like this, we'll have the shadows in front of us. I like this orientation, in my opinion, it's good. And maybe I will manage a little more the air if you want to add more kind of, let's say, sunset mood. You add some air like this. You can see you have this result like that. And here you can see the sun that is here. Maybe we can put it into the corner. So increase a little the rotation, a little more again here, like that. Okay, good. Maybe increase a little the elevation like this. Like this, we see more the result on the grass. It works well. And definitely I want to increase the grass density here at 2.5 maybe or something. I know why it's not enough. It's because of the distribution mask here. Yeah, definitely it will look better here. With 1.4, I would say it will be good. So now you have the possibility to make nice renders like this very easily for free. And as you can see, it gives really nice results. So that's why I wanted you to show that. So if you don't want to download Blender 5.0, be patient, it will come in November. But if you want to test it out, just go into blender.org and go into experimental for download, and you will find this this feature here that comes with the new Blender 5.0. So I hope you did enjoy this tutorial. See you soon and happy blending!